final prediction for Max Holloway versus Charles Olivera for the BMF title. Max Holloway won his BMF title last year against Justin Gaethje when he knocked him out in the last 10 seconds, pointed in the middle. They both started banging, and Max Holloway was the one who actually came up victorious. Now this time, it's a completely different type of fighter that we're dealing with. It's Charles Olivera, who also has a grappling background and not a very bad striker either. Charles Olivera has a style of constant pressure. He doesn't take a step back. He moves forward. He doesn't move laterally. He doesn't move his head. His defense is not really tied. He does have good technique in his punches, and he does hold a lot of power as well. His cross and his left hook are perfect. So offensively, a good striker, but defensively not very strong. He also uses his teeth very effectively. Max Holloway, on the other hand, is an output striker. At 155, in the past, recently, he has shown some good power. Against Dustin Poirier, it was able to drop him. Against Justin Gaethje, knocked him out. So his power has definitely gone up at 155, and now that he's put on the weight, he's more powerful. But he's more about the output. He's not a one-shot KO artist. He is more about the output. He overwhelms you with the pace that he puts on. He's also technically very good. Defensively, I wouldn't say very sound because he does get hit a lot, but he is more sound than Charles Olivera. He moves around a lot, and his defense based on his footwork, which is quite fast. He moves laterally, he moves forward, he moves backward as well occasionally when needed. So he's not a reckless guy, but when he smells blood, when he sees the signs of victory, he does put a lot of pressure on, and his output is higher than most of the fighters in the UFC. He also holds a record of throwing most strikes standing up in a UFC match. So in this fight, I see Max Holloway actually winning the fight, even though I know Charles got a good wrestling background and he can grapple to the highest of the levels. He's got the most submissions in UFC. It could go either way, to be honest. I can see Charles Olivera actually imposing his will on Max Holloway, grabbing him, getting a body lock, and then slams him down like he does. But the guys that he's normally been able to do are the ones who are not who are trying to indulge in the wrestling. I think Max is going to be defensively very careful, and anytime there's any sort of contact, Max would just move away. He's good at circling around. I think that's what he's going to be able to do. He just has to not get pressed against the cage. And Charles is going to be moving into Max shots. Like, Max can come and pick his shots, and then once he puts the pace on, he can finish Charles Olivera. There's no way this fight is going to 5 rounds because both of those guys like to put a lot of pressure on. The fight is going to finish in 3 rounds, I believe that. And Charles Olivera has been dropped so many times, and that's why I've come to the conclusion that Max Holloway is going to be able to finish Charles Olivera. I would not be surprised if Charles wins by a finish, but I think Max is just going to be enough.